come the heck on. Hey Best Pally, I'm Allie, and I got a hold of the most popular smart gym on the planet, so it's time to beat the crap out of it for you. I mean, review it in a very dignified way. This is the Tonal 2.0, and it's designed to replace a full home gym. Supposedly, I now have a fitness studio on my wall, and I've reviewed other smart gyms, but this is the one, and I want to find out why it's the one that everyone else copies. Or maybe we'll find out it can't handle me, and that's why all the other ones exist. Welcome to the future of fitness. I'll be the judge of that. What's your overall fitness goal? I'm gonna go with build muscle, because get lean and improve fitness, you can do that without any equipment, but build muscle, that's when I'm like, yeah, you might be better off with a full gym. Again, can I accept both? I want growth and strength. Okay, I'm going with strength because they're saying lift heavy. We're gonna find out if we can go heavy. Complete your weight assessment. See, we're already to the good part. One of my favorite parts of having a smart gym is having it assess your abilities. Stop talking over me, sir. Once it knows your abilities, then it can tell you what weights to use, and that's really cool.
Once you're done, Tonal will be able to customize and adjust your weight for every single workout, and
it'll do that without me having to actually interact with that guy there. Zero social anxiety right now.
Now, let's get you set up on Tonal.
This feels nice. I thought the arms sticking out would be, you know, not so substantial, but it feels really nicely made, and that's satisfying. It does seem crazy that I'm gonna deadlift double my body weight from this, so we will see how it feels. Now, how easy is it to get on? Oh yeah. Oh, that was satisfying. Okay, he's having me do a warm-up. Cool, let's do that. What? The trainer's not watching me do this. That warm-ups are important, you should warm up. I just needed to attend to some scrolling on my phone. Okay, we are good and warmed up.
I know what you're thinking. What if the weight starts to get too heavy? Don't worry.
I was not thinking that.
And as Tonal detects that, it will decrease the weight to match your strength.
Oh, cool.
When you're done,
it's using bar speed. So the faster I can pull, the more strong it knows that I am, and that's awesome. Whoa, I can feel it getting heavier. This is really cool. Yeah! Sound design is really satisfying too.
Before I let you go, let's take a moment to cool down and reward yourself with a bit of recovery. Grab your mat.
Sure, yeah, we're definitely doing that. 5 stars. Would assess again. Strength score 285. I'm sure it's out of 100. And it has all of my suggested weights, and it will extrapolate from there for my other movements, and I can't wait to see those numbers go up without me having to write it down. You can't improve what you don't track, and when the tracking is easy, then the improvement is easy. Now, I said this can replace a full home gym, but actually I've found 9 things that it can do that a home gym cannot, and I'm gonna test all of those now. You've already heard 2 of them. One, that it tracks all of my weights in great detail, so I don't have to keep that mental burden. And 2, it's gonna help me pick the weights, again, removing a mental burden. Now, 3, it can just make weight disappear. Tricep extension is a great example of this. What you're supposed to do is a movement from here to here. But to get to what you're supposed to do, you gotta go from here to here. That's a waste of energy. So now I have 0 pounds on this. I can hit Tonal's smart button, and now there's 10 pounds on it out of nowhere. And I can do my set with full intention, and then when I'm finished, I can again make the weight disappear and comfortably set it back. Big old cable machines in big old gyms cannot do that, and you end up struggling with the part you're not supposed to, excuse me. And their handles, which seem quality. All of their accessories feel very high end. This is nice metal. Ooh, that rubber. Also have the smart button so they can turn on and off the weights. And you can put it wherever you want on the barbell depending upon what you're doing. And you cannot do that with the most expensive big cable machine at the most expensive gym. So that's a very cool feature. Now the next thing, I mentioned that it's tracking your weights, your workouts, but it's also tracking stuff that you or a trainer cannot do because it's a freaking computer. And that tracking happens with real-time feedback, which is next level. So a barbell squat to press is a great example of this. Also cool, by the way, that they have this, also known as a thruster, in their library of movements. I'm gonna start with 30 pounds of weight, and I will get this bar moving, but the more tired I get, the slower that I'm gonna move the bar. And if I'm just tracking by myself, I would know if I did the rep or I didn't. But here with Tonal, it's telling me my power output and my range of motion. Seeing my power from rep to rep is so helpful and motivating as you're slowing down and trying to keep up with your last rep. in freaking real time. And I've been training long enough that some weeks I do not get more reps than the week before, but I probably got a faster bar speed and more power, but I would never know it. And so I'm sitting there saying, oh man, I didn't improve, I didn't get any stronger, and this thing would have known that I did, and I could not feel bad about myself. And the next thing is the magnetic resistance. It is so different from cable machines. With bicep curls, if I was doing this with dumbbells, I could just use momentum to ego lift it up. But this takes out all of the momentum. It is just consistent, really clinical pulling evenly throughout the rep. Whew. So it feels more challenging. It's almost like this weight is heavier than the gravity weight, which is the exact same number of pounds. And the next feature that only smart gyms have is this spotter mode. So when I am working out, I want all of my mental energy going into the barbell. And if any of it is going towards somebody sweaty hanging over top of me, helping me out with a spot, then that means I'm going to be less strong. So besides the fact that I could just turn the weight off while it's up here and not kill myself, oh good, I can work out alone. They also have this new feature where if I can't get the weight up for a good 5 seconds of trying, come on, you got this, Spags. Oh, okay, it just automatically took it up for me.
And again, removing the mental energy of making sure that I don't choke myself with a barbell.
Now the next level feature is that it can change the weight while you're working out, which barbell row is a really great example of this. The bottom of the rep is really easy, and then at the top it gets really hard. So that last little bit ends up being your limiting factor when you could do more if it got easier at this point. So we can change the weight modes, and with SmartFlex, it's saying exactly what I just told you. Your muscles are stronger at certain parts of the movement, so it's going to adapt automatically. Let's just crank it up, shall we? So I'm challenged through the movement completely. Oh yeah. And it will be a better workout. Whew. Rowing is the least fun thing with free weights, and this feels so much better. Ugh. Now the next impossible to do in a normal gym feature is the 1 pound increments. So we're gonna use overhead press as the example. It's really hard to move up on OHP. Yeah, the last time you saw me do it was in my bulking video. I had to get fat to PR on this movement. With Tonal, you can move up 1 pound at a time. I've been to gyms that don't even have 2.5 pound plates, and it is really useful to be able to move up by that little bit. And this is even littler. So you can continually, incrementally move up, and more chances to PR is always more gooder in my mind. Oof. And to test this next one, I'm gonna need to set up Smart View, enable camera. And now that thing is looking right at me. Hello. And now we are hopefully going to get technology-based coaching cues. And I chose front squat for this movement because it's one that's very easy to screw up the form. Obviously, I'm doing it perfectly. And so by the middle of this set, let's see if I can start to break down my form. Okay, oops, I'm gonna have a more dominant left side. Oh, okay. Whew. Now, is it gonna know that was the case? And we do, in fact, have a coaching cue. Oh, cool. So I can watch myself like I'm the trainer. And as soon as I went to the side, it was like, whoa, chill, get it right. Stay tall and keep the barbell level. Knees in line with the hips. Proud posture. I knew all that just from that camera. Also, sorry that you can see all the mess in the background of this room. I still have not unpacked into this new home. Supposedly, it analyzes 500 data points per second. And in general, instead of somebody I paid correcting me, it just feels better that I'm being told that I'm wrong by a robot. Now let's move on to something that you can do in a traditional gym, but this does it way better. Drop sets. Now to pull this off at a traditional gym, I would have to have several sets of dumbbells around me right now, and then several people in the gym annoyed at me doing that. This is gonna lower the weight as I get slower and crappier at the movement. So I don't even have to switch dumbbells. Oh cool, I can feel it doing that. And I am gonna go all the way to exhaustion in one set. How freaking awesome. My delts are gonna be huge by the end of this video. What are we at? Technically I'm supposed to face that way, but you know, I had to show you what I'm doing. Get down to 5, please. There we are. Arnold was big on drop sets, so if this smart gym is helping me be more like Arnold, that's obviously awesome. Okay, enough. Ow. Whew. I feel burned out, and now I'm thoroughly embarrassed that I've had this on my wall for, I'm not even gonna say how long, and I've not maxed out yet. Obviously, I need to deadlift as heavy as I can, and specifically sumo. I'm so pumped that they have this in their movement catalog too. And no one give me crap about sumo. This is a real power lift. Moving up. Triple digits feels good. Yeah. 150. Go, getting heavy. $2. Now is when I get nervous. Seemed confident before, but oh my goodness. Okay, wait. I need to get the rings off. Sorry, Aura. Let's go. Okay. Maybe it's because I'm facing not the camera. I also want form cues, so I'm gonna do that. I would say fight gravity, but I'm fighting a magnet. Oh my goodness. That's gotta be more than 200. Shut up. For context, my sumo deadlift max is 275, which is way more than that number. This scene was supposed to be me beating the robot because I can lift more than it is. Shoes, that's the issue. I need to be closer to the earth. Come the heck on. Chalk. That's the problem. Now I will be prepared. Don't look at me like that. Stupid Tonal giving me sass. Hook grip. Let's go. Yes! Huh. Okay, except there's more weight that it can do. It in fact goes to 255, but let's just see 225. Come on. Yes! Okay. And that's what I meant when I said the magnetic resistance feels different. 250, let's go. Allie, you've selected your maximum weight. Please confirm that you're able to perform this move. Obviously, unless I can. Man versus machine. Will there be triumph for the human race? All right, Tony. I named him Tony. This is it. You and me. Let's go. Lightweight. Weight on? Oh, no. Very lightweight. Don't get stuck. Go! Yes! Wow, that was rough. Oh! I have defeated the machine, but you would probably not do just one rep, so if you're wanting a leg workout, there's probably enough weight here. Certainly enough weight for the other movements. And all of that was a really bro-y look at what this can do as someone who's been training a long time and want to really dial it in on specific stuff. But if you just want it to tell you what to do, I'm pretty sure it does that too. You go to for you. Yeah, this is for you. Just do one of these and you don't have to think. Or you can pick your own workout and they have a ton of them. But what I really like is they're not neglecting the fact that you're not going to see results in one workout. So they have programs which will tell you what to do over the course of, this one's 12 weeks. It's their longest, hardest one. And that's way better than just picking something every day because you'll start to see results over time and then that starts to get you really into it and then you'll keep coming back and be addicted to working out and look and feel awesome. Looks like you can also search by coaches. How cool! I should have mentioned this earlier. When I called this thing Tony, it made me think of Tony Horton, who was a big reason that I started lifting. I did his P90X forever ago, and now he's in Tonal. Oh, what a throwback, how cool. Also, sidebar, I saw him on the street once when I was biking in LA, and I was like, hey, Tony, and I showed him my abs, and I was like, thanks. I biked past too fast to see his response. And now something else I want to test out, Aero. They didn't have this with the first release, and they have it in Tonal 2.0. Can I do something that is cardio-based? Let's try advanced. All-out Aero. I love a good alliteration. By the way, this is a new attachment because of their new Aero feature. It lets you connect to both of them.
For extra power.
Oh, that's hard.
Maybe 70% after.
I can't feel my heart rate getting up. This feels cool too. The movement of the magnetic cables is fun. Whew. And I have the resistance at 5. You can crank it up. This feels less like a novelty than I thought it would be, and more like something that I would actually do to try and get more cardio in. Whew. I'm getting sweaty. Okay. And it's showing me power along the bottom, which is a really useful feedback loop. So I know that I'm keeping at it the whole time. Because you can definitely start to phone it in on a movement like this, but not when you're seeing it in data. Yeah, I don't think I would do the workouts that they have pre-programmed, but I would definitely make up my own intervals and really use this to track how much power I'm putting into each thing and push myself as hard as I can. Nice. Beyond Aero and all the meathead stuff I showed you, they also have a bunch of different categories: high intensity, mobility, yoga, Pilates is new for 2.0, bar, kickboxing, boxing, dance, cardio, Theragun. They even have ways to recover using a massage gun. And now there's one more thing I want to test, because this thing keeps telling me, do not hang from the arms. I'm trying to pick a weight where I will reach equilibrium. Well, let's just see what happens. Oh dear. Okay, that was pretty cool. So you saw all the features I liked throughout the video, and after all that, I think it's reasonable to say that this could replace a full home gym, especially if you're someone who's willing to pay the monthly fee to this thing instead of a trainer or a gym that you have to get to. This I did in my own home. I could have done it with no pants. I might have no pants on right now and you wouldn't know. And especially if you're someone who wants this thing to help them tell you what to do and how to track, it seems worth it, like it's a gateway drug, because it's really intimidating to build your own home gym or go to one. So if this is the way that you start getting into resistance training, I think that's fantastic. You should check it out. Oh, and you didn't get an elegant unboxing in this video because when you buy a Tonal, they come and put it in for you, so there was nothing to show you. Although I did get to unbox the ankle straps. Here's that. You're welcome. So this has the least amount of work to get it up and going, which means the least amount of friction for you to start doing what's good for you. So if you want to check out Tonal, use my link in the description. If you liked this, you'll like seeing the video where I talk about the 3 big things that helped my body transform. Hint, one of them is resistance training. I'll put that down there for you. You want to be made of the calorie torching tissue. Hey Best Pally, I'm Allie, and I went from this to this. It took me 9 years to do that because I had to figure out a lot of stuff in between. So I'm gonna help you do your own this to this much faster because I do it stupid so you don't have to. Really, I'm